If you have a lamp that's not working, I'd like to share a couple troubleshooting tips with you. And the first thing is check your light bulb to make sure that's not the problem. And then if the light bulb's good, unplug your lamp, and then inside the socket itself, just take a slotted screwdriver and pull up this electrical contact in the center, and then check that to see whether that solves your problem. If it still doesn't work, the next thing you want to do is make sure that the wires are connected to the screw terminals inside the socket. So to do that, all we're going to do is first remove the harp, and most lamps have a couple of pieces of metal that hold the harp in place, and you're just going to squeeze it and remove the harp. And then to get the outside body of the socket off, all you have to do is squeeze it and pull it up, and then you can pull the outside body off, and you're also going to have an insulating piece of cardboard inside here. And then just check your wires and make sure that they're wound tightly on the screw terminals. And once you check that, and if that's okay, the next thing you'd want to do is check for the wire itself if there's a problem with your lamp cord. So the way to do that is using a continuity tester. You're going to check one side of the plug, and the narrow side is your hot side, and you're going to check that against the brass screw. So with the continuity tester on the small slot and testing here, you can see electricity is flowing through it. And then on the other side, we're going to put it on the wide plug and then touch the silver screw, which is the neutral side. And you can see that there's electricity flowing through it. So our cord is good and the wires are solid, so that means we have a problem with the socket itself. And at that point, then you just replace the socket. And it's very easy just to remove the two wires just by unscrewing it. And replacing it with a new socket. And then the new socket, when you connect it, first you want to make sure that there's an underwriter's knot inside, and this is a safety. If the cord were ever pulled or someone moved the lamp and pulled against the cord, you don't want these wires to be pulled away from the socket and loosen it. So you always want to make sure there's an underwriter's knot, and I'll provide a link to how to tie that. And then when you connect this on a lamp wire, if it's been professionally done from the manufacturer, you're going to have a ribbed side of the cord and a smooth side of the cord. And the smooth side is going to be on your narrow slot, and that's the hot side, and the ribbed side is going to be your neutral. So on the lamp wire itself, you've got a ribbed side here, which is the neutral, and we're going to put that on the silver screw. And you always want your hook to be in a clockwise direction, so as you tighten down the screw, it's going to tighten on it. And then the smooth side of the wire we're going to wrap around the brass screw, and that's your hot side. And again, we want to make sure that it's wrapping in a clockwise direction and snug it down like that. And then when you put this back, make sure you always have a cardboard sleeve and the outer part of the body. And we just push that down and lock it in place. So it's that easy to check to see what the problem is with your lamp if it's not working properly, and it's that easy to change the socket.